What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the lab with another quest build. I'm back in the builder with an absolute terrifyingly rare hatch that I've never seen before until I was in this rare tree tinkering with the dials in the laboratory, and I found something uber rare that I think you guys should be aware of. I don't even know what the shades of are on this build. It's just an absolute monstrosity, and I made this at 6'7" initially, but if you tinkered, you can get this up to 6'10". I don't know, you could probably even try to go to 6'11" or 7 foot. Do you in the builder? This thing right here has shades of Malik Rose, Chris Webber, and Juwan Howard. This is the two-way diming big. You can only make this build at center. If you make it at power forward, then it's just a two-way dimer. Hot name. But I plugged it into the center position and I got that big name attached, which is super rare and hot. So jumping right in, you're gonna make this a center. You're gonna be 6'10", 252 behemoth pounds with a 7'8" wingspan. Let's go built for the body shape, because you know we want that mega hitbox when we're bodying up little children in the wreck. Follow along here to a T to get this name, because it is extremely rare. And if you tinker left or right on some things, you could be a two-way diming finisher, or a two-way 3-level scorer, certain things like that. We don't want that. So follow along to a T and then tinker at your own discretion, your own builder. But we're going to get our close shot to a 76. These are going to be badge threshes because we're trying to ooze the potential. I don't just get in here and then find the name and throw it to y'all. I try to make these builds actually as good as they possibly can be. We're going to get our driving layup to a 75, get our driving dunk to a 76, and then our standing dunk to an 80. That's going to give us 17 finishing badges. It doesn't have any post control on this build, so that is what you're punting, but you don't need to be like that actual post up, let me grind it in, and your opponent's not going to know that you don't have any post control, so you can actually go in the post, but you're going to be diming out of the post. So post playmaker is going to be an absolute all-time high, but you don't have post control to actually maneuver down there. But with this 80 standing dunk and 76 close shot, you're going to be able to finish amongst the trees. Shooting wise, again, this build can hit. You're going to get your midi to a 78 and your 3-ball as well to a 78. Those are badge threshes, and then we're going to get our free throw to a 75. That gives you 19 shooting badges on a 6'10 build. That's going to be able to do what this does defensively and playmaking wise. Having a 78 midi and 3-ball with a little bit of finishing inside makes this a super well-rounded 6'10 build with one of the rarest names in the entire game. 19 shooting badges is plenty. You get the Claymore, Midi Magician, guard up. You're going to be able to knock down shots, and you're not a liability. So we're starting to find some builds that can really do much more, and in the right hands, this could be lethal. But playmaking wise, this thing's an absolute stud muffin. Going to get our pass actually to an 86. That's the thresh for the name to get dimer in it. Going to get our ball handle to a 79, and then our speed with ball to a 63. That's going to give you 19 playmaking badges. Again, you're going to be able to dominate, and at 6'10", you're going to be able to make any pass basically on the wood. And if you're playing threes, this can get the ball off the glass and then go all the way down. You're basically a point center at 6'10". But defensively, this thing is an absolute freak of nature. I keep saying it. This build's crazy. Interior D, let's get this to a 90. Get your perimeter D to a 74. Get your steelies to an 82, almost maxed. Get your block to an 86. Get your defensive rebounds to an 84. And your offense rebounds to an 81. That's giving you 28 defensive badges. This is like Joakim Noah, who's like a freak on defense that can just pass and make absolute plays on offense. This is like Tyson Chandler and Jason Kidd had a baby. And then going to the physicals, we're going to get our speed maxed out to a 74, max out your acceleration to a 68, get your strength to an 82, it's going to unlock that silver bully, get your vertical to a 75, and then put the rest on your stamina. This build right here is one of the rarest builds in all of NBA 2K23 Next Gen and Current Gen, because it's the same builder, but I guarantee you're probably not going to see this at the city. It's rather specific to get, and it can really do it all. The one thing you're kind of punting is post control, but other than that, this build is going to absolutely eat. And the skill gap this year, if you are nice behind the sticks and you can shoot in the mid to high 70s and you can position yourself well defensively, and you know you have that intelligence and anticipation on offense, the 86 pass accuracy and 79 handle on a 6'10 build like this, and you're looking for a super rare name, this might be the build for you. You know I'm in the builder cooking up some of the rarest builds, so peep the channel for some of the rarest names. You know what time it is. West Sparrow.